So every once in a while, I think it's helpful to kind of circle back to all of the things we've done and shown and let you know if we still like it and endorse it.
In a healthy way, not in a all the things I shouldn't have done in life.
Oh, right,
which
yeah.
Maybe minds like mine seem to flow towards.
Tom's glass is half empty. I think most of you have known that. Like, he just thinks back over things
Not
he shouldn't have done.
intentionally, I don't think it's cool to do this. It's just like something that happens.
Right, and my philosophy is you either win or you learn. So, you know.
Apparently Tom learns a lot.
So we'll tell you some things that we think are real winners and whether or not we still endorse it or not. So we actually each came up with our own lists, and I don't know what's on Tom's, and he doesn't know what's on mine.
Did you look at my list at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, there may be some bombshells they're like secret, like.
Okay, well, let's start with one of our most controversial things of last year. Again, you don't know what this is.
Oh, okay.
Getting 2 lab puppies.
Oh, I agree with you. That was.
All right, I just put the kids to bed, so now I'm gonna go put the puppies to bed too. I'm not gonna lie, we've had some family members who reminded us of our past failures with dogs and don't think it's a good idea that we're doing this. Tom is in that camp as well. But the only good thing when people are like vocally against something you're doing is that it makes you more resolved to be successful this time around. So the girls and I are like, game on. These are gonna be the best puppies and everyone's gonna say that they're so glad we got them. So I don't know if that's actually true or not, but we're gonna try. But are you giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? A mixed review. Adeline's looking, you love the puppies, don't you, Adeline? Yeah, so you give it thumbs up. And Adeline does a lot of the work with taking care of them.
Hold up though, Adeline takes care of them, but by having outdoor labs, what you have to think about, as apparently only me, is they will eat and chew on everything that you leave outside. So anything the kids leave outside, they will chew on.
Yep.
Any tools or projects or stuff like that, I have to put back away. Like even our camper, we can't leave our camper outside with the dogs out because it has like the water drains and some lines underneath it that the dogs will crawl under and chew on.
I thought this would be a good thing though for you because you prefer everything like all picked up and tidy outside. So it forces everyone to keep their stuff put away. Otherwise there are very visible consequences to it.
I think from what I just said, it feels like it forces me to have to put everything away.
You're the only one that's had the most negative
But even like
consequences.
if you use a garden hose, you can't leave the garden hose out for
Yeah.
even the afternoon because the dogs will go and rip it up while you're using it.
And we've had quite a few Amazon packages
Oh my god.
destroyed. All right, but
Yeah.
they are, they're great puppies. Like Mac is still, he's still our favorite.
Mac is a great dog.
And, but they are keeping critters out of our yard. They have been so happy. And so the next thing on my list was the invisible fence. So we just got a knockoff brand one off Amazon. I think for the length we needed, it was around $500 or $700 with the collars.
I think all in it was probably between $700 and $800.
So Tom put that in last spring. It took a good day and a half to get it all in.
And it wouldn't necessarily be that expensive for everyone. We did a little over 5 acres.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big area they can go.
And we very much, what is your thumb rating on that? It's awesome. It is so good. They were so easy to train with it, and now the collar beeps if they get near it. If they hear a beep, they're gone the other way. Even when they had chewed up one of the collars, and so for quite a while Mac wasn't even wearing a collar and he still stayed away. Then we started noticing he was getting a little braver again, and so we got the other one back on him, but that has been awesome. All right, so a project we did last summer were the cement plant stands.
Oh, I didn't even put those on my list.
Ready, Dawn? Ready for it?
So we should have just left it as the bucket table.
Ready? Voila!
Oh man.
Hey, but the good news is we can reuse the legs.
Yeah, that is the good news.
This is only a third of a bucket of of a bag of concrete.
Yeah, the concrete was the cheap part.
So this is like nothing. Maybe it's not hard long enough. Let's let that go for another day. It was really cold last night.
We're
We
gonna
left them
put 'em-
outside.
They didn't get put away for the winter, and one of them cracked over the winter. 2 of them have survived. I still very much like them. I think if you go back to that video, we had gave like a few tips for how to make them more successful, and I still think they're really cute and
I think
fun.
it was an utter waste of time.
So I'm giving it thumbs
They've
up.
blown over in the wind.
Oh, it had to be really windy. They're heavy.
I know. We live in Minnesota, and for some reason
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So I still think they're cute and fun and a really inexpensive plant.
The man says waste of time.
Yep.
Put it on the ground.
All right, do you want to list one of the things off of your list?
Saltwater chlorinator for the
Ooh.
pool.
Yeah.
First, they say to open it with a knife.
A really sharp.
Yeah, if you look at the box, it specifically says use a knife.
Yeah. An extra sharp one.
Yeah, and to poke in a bunch of places to make sure you get it loose for sure.
Okay, good.
We would not have a pool if we did not do the saltwater chlorinator, because as you guys can tell, if you don't already know us, we don't maintain things well.
Right.
We have great ideas, but I think we have too many ideas, which actually
Yeah.
we should probably talk about that. That's not minimalistic.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be able to maintain it.
So it was an investment, but it should last based on the reviews for many, many years. And we did buy it big enough that we could get a bigger pool too. But we're going to get that up at some point this summer, but we'll set it up again. Same pool, same chlorinator, and that was a good investment. All right, let's talk about our Allform sofa.
Okay.
Very happy with it. Allform's a sister company to Helix, and so we had such a great experience with Helix. We're like, let's try out their modular furniture as well.
And so we love it. Like, the kids are hard on it. Again, I feel like we're hard on things. We don't maintain things. We're like abusers of stuff. This couch has held up insanely well. I still.
And Tom, as you have heard, is not easy to impress, right? What I really loved the most about it was that you get to go online and you get to design your sofa. You pick out the material, if you want the, this stain and pet resistant fabric material that has been
Which
awesome.
you do.
Or if you want the leather, because we've kind of been eyeing up some of the leather. So
We have. Get rid of that ugly thing on the other side of the room.
So you pick the material, you pick the color, and then you design the layout. So we have a sofa, a 3-seat sofa with a chaise end, but you can make it a sectional, you can make it an L or a C, or I don't know what other letters you can make it. But you can make different shapes and sizes, but then it's also cool how it arrives at your house.
Yeah, this particular one came in about 5 boxes, so super easy to manage. You can bring it in piece by piece in the smaller boxes. It assembles very simply. I'm fairly confident that the kids could have put it together.
Yeah. So you were really impressed after it was put together how sturdy it was.
I may do some like physical testing on it once we get something like this together.
And so there's free shipping within the US included with the purchase. And if you use our link down below, you can get 20% off your Allform sofa or chair as well. And so pretty much every hour of the day, someone is sitting on it, if not multiple someones. So this has become like the home base of our main level, and we just still are really impressed with how well it's held its shape, how it cleans up, how well it's worn. And so we've been, like we said, really happy with it.
So now, talking about things that we like and don't like.
When it comes to throw pillows and all the throw pillows, that you might give a thumbs down. But the actual couch itself, we have been very happy with.
So can we get another one for over there?
We'll talk about it. All right, as long as we're talking about controversial furniture, we should talk about the wood headboard that we got a couple months ago.
Seriously, you're still lying to yourself?
Stop. So part of the motivation was to reduce headaches. I actually think it's made a difference, along with the other information that we have learned about EMFs and like not having anything plugged in by your head and turning off the Wi-Fi at night. So I don't know whether it prevents headaches or not. I think it looks really nice in the room, and I like it a lot more than our metal headboard.
And there was nothing wrong with the one we had.
That is true.
True-ish. Building a playset for you children.
You did a great job. I mean, you did it. It wasn't you or your construction.
Don't get your kids a big playset. If your kids are really small, get them a cheap metal playset.
Swing
set that'll last like 5 years. Because after from 0 to 5, or well, 2 to 7, they're not going to use it anymore.
So I would say for outside stuff, what we would recommend, a cheap swing set, because the swings do get used.
Sandbox.
A sandbox.
With some sort of a cover over it. Or not cover, but like shaded area.
Trampoline. And, you know, maybe a pool or sprinkler if you're in a warm climate, but...
Sprinkler.
Other than that, and bikes.
Sprinkler is so much cheaper and easier to maintain and easier to put away.
That's true.
The pool is kind of a big commitment, and you don't really know when you do it. It's kind of like the swing set.
Yeah.
Are they gonna use it? Are they not gonna use it?
And I feel like we heard from so many parents, like, that you had that, like, kind of the big style playset and your kids don't play on it. So it's not you, if you run into that too, but for anyone that has not invested in one, we would say absolutely do not. I know something I painted recently too that you might be wondering about. Actually, there was quite a few questions about it, is the basement floor. So I had like reorganized it, and then I was just looking at our gross basement floor and I'm like, I just want it to look nice and clean. And so I painted pretty much like half of our basement floor. And even when it got wet this spring, when we just have water seep into our basement.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll take care of that down the road. But even when it got wet, we actually had like some heavy rains and it got fairly wet down there. It did not chip, flake, or discolor. It's held up really well. And so I'll link to that product. It was the cheapest cement paint from Walmart, but it has held up really well. All right, do you want to do another one on your list?
Stop looking at my list. Annually planting loads of trees when we get excited about them, and then having to water and trim around and fertilize and all that throughout the entire year after the fun instant planting.
All right, ready? Oh, yeah.
We agree on one thing.
It's maintenance. I enjoy it when I have time, like watering the trees again, like just being outside. I don't know if I've told you this, Tom. There's something called forest bathing. It's somewhere in Europe that they talk about this, but it's
Forest
actually
bathing.
like when you walk amongst trees, there is something that you like inhale or sense or something. No, but it's different than just like being in your house or even in your yard.
I know, it's clean, new oxygen.
Yeah, but it actually like reduces stress and anxiety, and so I feel like when I can just go out and water the trees and just disconnect a little bit, that it's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
All right, how about my all black uniform or wardrobe?
I don't even really notice.
So I've been trying like in videos to wear a little bit more color, because I hear those of you who are like, it looks like death when you wear black all the time. And
she's mourning the loss of stuff.
Yeah. So if you like run into me at Aldi or something, most likely I'll be wearing a black t-shirt and jeans, and that is like my go-to every day. But if I'm gonna record something, or if we're like going to church or something, then I will usually put on something that has a little more interest to it. But if it weren't for caring about anyone else, I would just wear a black t-shirt and jeans all the time. And I love not having to think about it in the morning, but I try to be sensitive to others around me as well.
I feel like you're suggesting me that's you're worried.
Oh no, you don't actually really care that much. It's comments, and then like my mom will say too, oh, I really miss seeing you in color.
Well, no, I like you looking cute and stuff, but I'm not gonna like criticize you for not wearing color.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yep. Writing a workbook.
Oh.
I don't think anyone has any idea how much time that consumed of 2021.
Yeah, it took a lot of time. You know, I just didn't know all that was involved in writing a book.
And it's not, okay, so me thumbs downing it is not getting down on it or thinking that like the principles or the whole idea of it was bad.
Yeah.
It was more just...
It took a lot.
It took a ton of time.
And what was crazy, I mean, we hired a technical writer as well, and she put in at least as many hours, if not more. And so the culmination of all the hours that went into that was incredible. Like I had no idea. But ultimately, I'm super proud of how it turned out, and it was really fun after years and years of videos to have all of kind of my key ideas in one place, and so it's been really cool, and I am really proud of it, and the feedback that we've heard from it. But yeah, it totally threw everything off.
Right, and okay, so then to be really clear here, I'm really proud of Dawn too, and I'm proud of the book, and I'm all that too.
I know.
It was all.
It just came at a cost.
And then the promoting, it is just is a really huge chunk of time.
I 1000% agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so something we also did 2 years ago that we haven't really talked about was the deck. Putting the deck on, and we're so glad we did it. We thought lumber prices were high then. Oh my goodness, there would be no deck going on now. We love it, or I mean, I love it. Sorry, I won't speak for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. It's been really nice just to have a place to sit and hang out. We have trained the dogs not to go on it, well, when we're around.
When we're home.
They sneak up and get our Amazon packages.
Yeah, when we're not home, they take the Amazon packages.
But I don't know, we hang out there all the time. The kids will sit out there and do schoolwork or different things, and so that was a great improvement to our house.
Okay. I know your answer to this one. 80 butchered chickens. I thought I'd get half and half.
I haven't done anything.
The only reason we're thumbs upping it is because the boys have been doing all of the work.
Yeah. Well, and we had no idea. When you ordered them back in, I don't know, February?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Maybe. We had no idea what would be going on with chicken in the world, and so I am grateful. We've had more loss this year than other years.
Yeah, we have.
It was really cold in the evenings.
Yeah, I haven't done a head count lately, but I'm pretty sure we still have more than 70 left.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
Which is still a lot of chickens.
That is.
And they are gonna go off to Never Neverland soon.
Yeah, we won't process them ourselves.
No.
Let someone else do that, and
so
then
that's great.
put them in the freezer. Yeah, no, I'm glad that you did that. They're so easy to raise. But how about the other chickens?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. How about 20 egg-laying chicks and 8 existing egg layers?
Yeah. So there was a young man at our. It's good. There was a young man at our church who raised chickens for the fair. So he said, they're state fair chickens. They've actually been to the state fair. But he had a bunch of extra laying hens. And so I was like, that would be awesome if we could get eggs like already. So we got 8 of those.
So I had ordered the 20 egg layers, the baby chicks first.
Yeah.
And then found out about this, like what Dawn said. So then Dawn commits to 8.
I want eggs now.
Dawn wants 8 egg layers that are laying right now. And I was like, Dawn, we have 20 chicks on the way.
So luckily, another friend from church was like, hey, would you want to part with 6 of the new chicks that are...
You want 8 of the new chicks?
Yeah, we should have been like, well, it's a minimum of 10. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. We might, share some else. Otherwise, we'll have eggs for sale.
Yeah, I think we're going to either give them away, or I think we're going to get rid of some more of the chicks.
Yeah.
So that we have maybe like 10.
Yeah.
That was my list.
That was your list?
I'm good. We overlapped a lot, so.
Yeah, a couple other things. Our new camper and camping. So they're kind of separate things, but what are you thinking about camper and camping? Thumbs?
Oh yeah, thumbs up for sure. The new camper is great. It's a great style. I'm a little worried that in like a year the kids are going to start arguing too much about sharing bunks. So that may affect the thumb rating. The size of the camper. I'm glad we got a smaller camper. Yeah. I don't want a monster one. I don't want to have to truck issues. But yeah, camping's great. The camper's great.
Yeah, I think if we can get the vehicle stuff ironed out, then that's been the main stressor with camping. Like camping itself has been really enjoyable.
But again, back to we're very hard on things. Apparently Tom is very hard on trucks.
So we don't need to talk about engines and transmissions right now.
We may have put multiple engines and transmissions into the latest truck.
Yeah. So
okay,
let's move on.
Right?
How about the new flooring that we're putting in the house right now? Yeah. It's, I don't know, there's something, it's lighter, it makes it feel brighter and more open in here.
It's higher quality. You can definitely tell that.
Yeah, when you walk on it, it feels nicer.
It's a quality product.
Yeah, scratch-wise, I think it's kind of like even with the cheaper stuff we have.
Yeah, even though we did that test of scraping on it and all that stuff, I don't know, it seems to, I think this will scratch and it won't show like the white and all that stuff, but you can see the scratch.
Yeah, so it's still not perfect, but We just have a little bit left to finish up in the one bathroom, and you're pretty much, yeah, you're getting pretty close to being done with it. So
6 months later.
Hey, I said a year, I think. So we're tracking along just
I
fine.
got plenty of time. I'll slow down.
Yeah. But no, I think really happy with it. And overall, I mean, if any of you have stuck with us from the beginning when we started like remodeling our kitchen and flipping the staircase and all of that, like we really love our house now. Do you feel that? Like it functions well. We've just been able to really like personalize it to us. I know even it was a year ago that we, you know, put our bedroom into the family room, and that we're still very happy with. We love our chairs in there and sitting in there. So I don't think we really have any regrets to the changes and the remodeling that we've done in our house.
No, and we're still, so we mentioned like the closet thing, right? Yeah, so the closet, we still have to wrap the closet up, but when the closet's done, the rest of the flooring's done, we have to carpet the upstairs steps going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
we'll actually have a complete house.
Yeah, so you know, it's just, it takes time, it takes money, but I'm glad Tom can do so much of it. That's been obviously a huge help. Yeah, so I think that was everything on my list, but if there's anything that we've missed that we've talked about or that you've wondered about, then be sure to leave a comment down below so that we can address it in another video. But I think so far we're doing I think we have more wins than learning experiences, so I think we're doing pretty good. Tom will never admit to that.
Nope.
Also,
sorry, there's an internal dialogue going on right now.
Stop thinking about your truck and...
No, I wasn't thinking about the truck.
Well, we'll link to some of our favorite before and after videos down below of the different projects that we've done. But we love you. We are so grateful for all of your support, how you have cheered us on through all of these projects and shared your wisdom and your tips and advice. It means more than you know. So we hope you have a great weekend. We love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.